Star Citizen Alpha 3.18 has had some updates with its content and timeline. Let's take a look at what Cloud Imperium had to say with their latest roadmap update. Before we jump into the roadmap update, we'd like to give you an update on the status of Alpha 3.18, as well as an update to our standard release cadence for this year. As previously mentioned, we are still on track to release Alpha 3.18 to the PTU this month, September. We will start with Evocati and aim to expand to more players soon after. We are eager to get persistent entity streaming, PES, in your hands as quickly as possible, as the more time we have with all of you hammering on this new behemoth of technology, the better. As communicated in the last letter from the chairman, we expect PES to remain in the PTU for 2 to 3 months for robust testing. Our current goal is to release Alpha 3.18 to the live servers in the first half of November ahead of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, the IAE. This means that the 3.18 patch will now also include content related to the IAE. As you know, PES and subsequent technologies, server meshing, will change the core of Star Citizen forever and provide a giant leap forward in realising the vision of what our shared universe is meant to be. It is no surprise that we've had an abnormal cadence this year, and we are appreciative of all your support as we push through these major milestones. This is a bit of a surprise to me. I was assuming that 3.18 was going to be later in the year, December time, and I suppose it still could be, but the target for the first half of November for live is now on the table. Some other surprises are that the Drake Corsair is now planned to be ready for Alpha 3.18. And I didn't really think that it would be. I thought Q1 2023 would basically be where we'd see the ship at the earliest. So yes, the Drake Corsair is planned for Alpha 3.18 now. This is a powerful, no-frills, multi-crew exploration ship and is very popular with the community. So some other bits and bobs with the roadmap update. The new interdiction scenarios and environmental missions still look like they require additional work, so they're being moved off the release view until they know where they're going to land. They're no longer part of Alpha 3.18. On the progress tracker, the RSI Apollo and Tumble Ranger have been pushed off, at least in the short term, as some Squadron 42 features take priority. The Aopoa Santok Yai has returned, that medium Xi'an fighter. That's got work going on with it from January to June 2023. Don't know if it's going to be complete in June, but probably will need a little bit more work as downstream teams sort of turn up to add some bits to it. Additional focus from the USPU team is being placed on freight elevators for sort of hangar and cargo gameplay. It's also a prerequisite for hangars to persist, so they will be able to more readily schedule work to persistent hangars after they've completed this task, so expect to hear more on persistent hangars after. There hasn't been much talk about the cargo factor for 3.18. Is it still there? So this was a question posted on Spectrum, and Jake Acapella responded, "As of today, it's still on track. If we don't mention something in the roadmap, it hasn't moved. The team developing this new system has some important reviews during the next 2 weeks, and if it looks like it needs more time, as always, we will update you accordingly in subsequent roadmap roundups." This was posted by multiple CIG staff, so some other CIG like Xylo went bam, basically said the same thing, but because that was already answered by Jake, they deleted their responses and just left Jake's. So if you see other people going, well, they said this was going to happen and they deleted it, what does that mean? Well, it's because another CIG member of staff had posted it already in the same thread. You will also notice that on the actual release view, on the what's in 3.18 on the roadmap, there's nothing actually confirmed yet. There's nothing marked as confirmed. It's all tentative release or expected or whatever, but it's not confirmed. So Jake went on to say, just for clarification, features being confirmed on the release view happen only once their final reviews have been completed. As we've mentioned, this is a bit of an abnormal patch cadence for us, so we greatly appreciate your patience and support while we hammer away on 3.18 and PES. So currently, what are we expecting for 3.18 then? A huge amount of content, in fact. So we've still got the Daymar crash sites with the 600 Eye and Mercury Star Runner Rex and Settlement all coming together. We might see 600 Eyes and Mercury Star Runners elsewhere as well, potentially, that they're Rex, they're derelicts, but that's the one that's confirmed, is that big Crash Site and Settlement. We've got Sand Caves on Daymar, New Rivers on Hurston and Microtech, the Greycat PTV Racetrack and Buggy Racing at the Vision Centre on Orison. Also at Orison, new missions and new platforms with various bounty, assassinate and other tasks there. The cargo system refactor, expanding cargo to be more interactable, though the full scope of the cargo refactor for 3.18 is yet to be discussed. Sandbox prison activities, so more things to do in prison, more missions, NPCs that you can attack and rob, hunts for problem inmates. Security Post Corsair is expanding to be the only place where you can hack down your criminal stat and crime rating, but also it's getting defense turrets and guards, and you're going to be able to steal and extract valuable loot from there too. Missions associated with there. Salvage is coming. It's hull stripping, and you'll be able to do this via the multi-tool, and then obviously you'll need an attachment, but then you'll be able to use that gathered material for sale, or you can use it to repair the hulls of ships. The Vulture will be here too, that small light salvage craft. That's going to have its larger scale hull stripping ability, as will the Reclaimer. That's getting its turrets being able to do the same. So that's some cool salvage gameplay in 3.18. We also have that newly added Drake Corsair turning up now. That's going to make a lot of people happy. And persistent entity streaming. That is a massive milestone for Star Citizen, enabling locational information about entities to be tracked at scale and server states to be saved long term. We need this for sort of server meshing, bases, true persistence, and about a million other things. That patch is massive, and we will continue to update you as we know more. Pirate Week starts today. You can expect to see ships and skin sales and some other competitions and things turn up, but Cloud Imperium have said it wouldn't be Pirate Week without the pesky Ninetales pirates causing mayhem in Crusader space. Starting Thursday the 15th of September, the next set of dynamic events are kicking off with the Siege of Orison and Ninetales Lockdown. So warm up your engines, grab your gear, and keep an ear open for priority missions from the Civilian Defence Force. Thursday, Saturday, Monday, the Siege of Orison is running for 24 hours from 5 PM UTC on those days. Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, this has the Ninetales Lockdown running for 6-hour windows from 5 PM on UTC again on those days. The ship showdown is almost over. At time of recording, it's incredibly close between the Carrack and the Mercury Star Runner, with the Carrack just having the edge. If it's not over already, make sure you vote today. Aren't eyes great? Well, the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 gives you deeper immersion and precision eye tracking in Star Citizen. It's natively supported. Go check it out in the links below and use code BoredGamer if you want to get yourself one to get a discount. Boom, that's it for today's update. The Corsair, that was a real surprise for me for coming in 3.18. I thought it was going to be like Q1, Q2 2023. And the rough estimate of getting 3.18 live in the first half of November, cool. Yeah, if they can do that, awesome. I just thought the delay would be longer or some features might slip. I suppose we'll have to wait and see though, because anything could happen. It certainly could be delayed off into December. Are you excited for CitizenCon or 3.18 or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo? What do you expect to see at any of those events? Choose one. Tell me what you think of them. Are you excited for the rest of this year? Because we are now going into the sort of hype time of the year for Star Citizen, where a lot of stuff happens. CitizenCon, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, big patch, bam, all of that. Are you going to be getting involved with the Siege of Orison and the Ninetales Lockdown this weekend? Obviously, those events have seen some updates with 3.17.2a on the PTU that they did a while ago, and then they put some updates and hotfixes into the game, but they didn't really list the ones that they had made for the Siege of Orison. I promise you, there are some improvements there. But whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'm Nord Catcham, and it's my mission to become a Nord Master. Oh no, it's Team Hacksaw. Hacksaw uses trackers and blocks your ability to go on websites like Netflix and watch the content that you want to on Netflix? ? Go Nordichu! Nordichu uses nordvpn.com/boredgamer. It is super effective. He beats Team Hacksaws and he becomes a NordVPN master, a Nordimon master. Fortunately, with NordVPN, you don't need to catch them all. You just need to get a subscription from nordvpn.com/boredgamer. Links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for September, we're giving away 3 ships, 1 each, to 3 different lucky winners: the Origin 100i, the 125A, and the 135C. Any of these solid starter ships will allow you just to jump into Star Citizen and play right away. All you need to do is comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning one of those. More details in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to further support the channel, consider using the join button under my videos or becoming a Patreon. Either way, you'll get access to some exclusive content and have more of a voice in shaping the channel. A huge thank you to anyone that already does that. You are amazing. I love you. Zin also is contractually obliged to love you. There is a link for donations and all that jazz in the description below as well if that is your preferred medium. It is super appreciated, genuinely. Once again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.